Hello and welcome. This is Malvika and you're watching Newsx. We start with some breaking news coming in from Manipur. In view of the prevailing law and order situation, prohibitory orders have been issued by district magistrates of Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Kakching and Bishnupur districts. The assembly of 4 or more persons has been restricted in Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal and Kakching districts. A total curfew has been imposed in Bishnupur. The Manipur government has ordered suspension of internet and mobile data services including VSAT and VPN in the territorial jurisdiction of 5 valley districts for 5 days with effect from 11:45 p.m. on Saturday. My colleague Arzu Seth is with us on the broadcast for more on this story. Arzu, what can you tell us about the current situation emerging out of Manipur? Well, we are trying to get Arzu back with us. Meanwhile, we look at the situation in Manipur. A total curfew has been imposed in Bishnupur. Meanwhile, 5 districts have seen a total shutdown of internet services. The government has imposed prohibitory orders in Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal and Kakching districts as well as the situation continues to emerge out of Manipur. Arzu is with us for more on this story. Arzu, what can you tell us about the situation emerging out of Manipur currently?
In response to the prevailing law and order situation in Manipur, the state government has in fact now ordered a 5-day suspension of internet and mobile data services including VSAT and VPN services in 5 districts. The suspensions applies to Imphal West, Imphal East and other places, Bishnupur and other places of the Manipur, and also the order came in effect from 11:45 p.m. on June 7, 2025. Also, according to the official government notification, the move aims to curb the spread of the inflammatory content, hate speech and false rumors via social media platforms such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, with the authorities here could incite violence and public unrest. The order of the Secretariat Home Department of Manipur government in view of the prevailing law and order situation in the state of Manipur, especially Imphal West, Imphal East, Tharoor and Bishnupur district of Manipur. There is the apprehension that the anti-social element might use social media extensively for transmission of the images, hate speech and hate video messages, inciting the direction of the public, which might have serious consequences for the law and order situation in the state of Manipur. So this this decision has been taken, and also keeping in mind the current situation of Manipur, and also to maintain the law and order in the state.
We'll stay with us, Arzu. We have some more news coming in from Manipur. Local administration and residents around the Ithai barrage area unite to combat plastic waste and other solid waste accumulated due to floods in Bishnupur, Manipur. Meanwhile, let's listen in to what the Directorate of Environment and Climate Change Director Dr. Braj Kumar Singh has said.
During this last flood, which was held since the last week of May, since around 28, 29, 30, it has been already flooded in Imphal zone as well as in some portion of the lower catchment of this Manipur river, Imphal river. After that, after the flood is gone down from this city area, even though there is some area was impounded by the flooded water till now, it is mainly due to soak the drains and blockage of the drainage systems by the plastics mostly. That's why it having impounding the water till now is waterlogged area. So it is a severe condition.
Arzu is still with us on the broadcast. Arzu, what can you tell us? Floods continue to wreak havoc in Manipur and now people have united to collect the waste that is accumulated. So what can you tell us about the current situation?
Well, definitely, the local administration and the residents in Manipur, Bishnupur area have launched a joint initiative to address the issue of plastic and solid waste accumulated caused by the flood. And also we have seen how above the flood was and created a mess in the Manipur at several places, and In fact, the residents, local authorities and volunteers are working together to clean up the area, also to raise awareness about the proper waste disposal and promote sustainable plastic practices. The floods have brought a large amount of plastic waste, as we can see in the visuals also. The waste material has been accumulated because of the flood in the region. Poses a significant threat to the local ecosystem, including the Thai barrage and surrounding wetlands. And the objective of this initiative is to restore the area's ecosystem, promote sustainable waste management practices, and also to raise awareness about the importance of the environmental conservation. So this will lead to the improved environmental health, and also this showcases the power of community-driven solution in addressing the environmental challenges. Yes.
Well, thank you, Arzu. We have some more breaking news coming in. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has ordered an increase in the compensation announced for the families of those who died in the Chinnaswamy Stadium tragedy to Rs 25 lakh each. Earlier, the government had announced a compensation of Rs 10 lakh each. My colleague Belly Thomas is with us on the broadcast. Belly, what can you tell us about this step taken by the administration?
Malvika, there was a political furor that had happened after the Bengaluru's Chinnaswamy Stadium stampede case, where the opposition in the BJP started accusing the ruling Congress in Karnataka that it was a state orchestrated stampede. And initially, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who had ordered a magisterial inquiry, now a one-man judicial commission inquiry. Besides that, an SIT has been constituted under the CID, who has registered FARs and are investigating into the case. The Chief Minister's office had earlier promised a compensation of Rs 10 lakh for each victim. However, on Saturday, after consulting his cabinet colleagues, this compensation was raised to Rs 25 lakhs. The sources from the government say that out of the 11 who died, who were killed in the stampede incident, were the age of under 40, and there were 3 teenagers. The youngest of them was 14-year-old, and around 6 people who were killed were aged between 20 and 30. So the compensation to their compensation to the kin of the deceased wouldn't be enough if it was just Rs 10 lakh. So that was the reason that the government has decided to increase the compensations to 25 lakh. Malvika.
We'll stay with us, Belly. We have some more updates coming in. Meeting of the members of Karnataka State Cricket Association was conducted to discuss further course of action. KSCA President Raghuram Bhatt chaired the meeting. Meanwhile, listen in to what Karnataka State Cricket Association President Raghuram Bhatt said after the meeting last night.
The meeting, I had called for an emergency managing committee meeting where decisions to be taken. The 2 of our members, there is the secretary and the treasurer, have resigned. Names? Our Shankar and Jairam. On moral grounds, they felt that it is not inappropriate, so they have resigned. So for that, the meeting was held because I had to place the resignation letter in front of the committee to accept it. The committee praised their work, whatever they have done for the 2.5 years. They have accepted the resignation. So far, nothing, sir. Nothing has come in. When it comes, when the inquiry takes place, we have already told the government, we have told the Honorable High Court that we are there to help the investigation. We will never shy away from anything, whatever is there. We are ready to cooperate with the investigation going on.
My colleague Belly Thomas is still with us. Belly, what can you tell us about the meeting that has been conducted? What steps have been decided upon of the Karnataka State Association meeting, Cricket State Association meeting that took place yesterday?
a meeting, the emergency meeting called by the KSCA's president Raghuram Bhatt was after two of the administrative committee members, the secretary A. Shankar and the treasurer Jairam, tendered their resignations. They in their resignation letters to the president, they stated that though their roles were limited into this particular incident, unfortunate incident that had happened, they thought it is their moral responsibility to step down from their positions, and this was what they stated in their resignation letters that were handed over to the president on Friday night. So the president had called for an emergency meeting on Saturday night to place these letters before the other committee members who also will have to accept the resignation. So that was the meeting called for, and the letters of both the secretary and the treasurer were placed before the committee, and the committee had accepted their resignation. So besides that, they were all in one voice. Like the president who's representing the committee said that they would be cooperating with the investigations. They had already apprised the Karnataka High Court as to what was their role in the exact felicitation events that happened at Chinnaswamy Stadium, which killed 11 people and injured over 33 people. The committee meeting also discussed about the High Court giving them a relief, stating that they should cooperate with the investigation, but there wouldn't be any precipitative action taken by the police or the CID officials who is investigating on an FIR that has been registered against the three parties, that is the RCB franchisee, the DNA Entertainment Network, and the Karnataka State Cricket Association, the KSCA. Malvika.
Well, thank you for joining us, Belly. We have some more news coming in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met with UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy. The Prime Minister has now posted on X stating, "Pleased to meet UK Foreign Secretary Mr. David Lammy. Appreciate his substantive contribution to the remarkable progress in our comprehensive strategic partnership, further strengthened by the recently concluded FTA. Value UK's support for India's fight against cross-border terrorism." Meanwhile, after meeting the visiting UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that India follows a policy of zero tolerance against terrorism and expects its partners to understand that Delhi will never countenance the equivalence of perpetrators and victims. He also met with Piyush Goyal, Commerce and Industry Minister, and Ajit Doval, National Security Advisor. My colleague Mehendi Garg is joining us live on the broadcast for more on this story. Mehendi, what can you tell us about the UK Foreign Secretary's visit to India? Well, we're trying to get Mehendi back with us. Meanwhile, we can see Prime Minister Modi's meeting with the UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy. They held a series of talks on a number of issues. The Foreign Secretary also met with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar as well as Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal after the recently concluded India and UK FTA. He also met with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. This comes as India makes a number of diplomatic outreach efforts in the wake of the Pahalgam terror attack and Operation Sindoor. Now, S. Jaishankar has also stated that India follows a policy of zero tolerance towards terrorism. My colleague Mehendi Garg is joining us live now. Mehendi, what can you tell us about the UK Foreign Secretary's visit to India and the series of meetings that he has held here?
Well, Malvika, after visiting UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said that India follows a policy of zero tolerance against terrorism, and not only this, but also, expect its partners to understand that Delhi will never countenance the equivalence of perpetrators and also victims. So, Prime Minister Modi, Malvika, who met Lammy as well, have said that he is pleased to meet UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy and also appreciated his substantive contribution to the remarkable progress in the comprehensive strategic partnership, and also, further strengthened by recently concluded the FTA. And not only this, but also Malvika, Prime Minister Narendra Modi mentioned that how he values UK's support for India's fight against cross-border terrorism. So talking about this particular visit also, Malvika, this was the first visit by a foreign secretary from a P5 country to India after the India-Pakistan hostilities. And also David Lammy visited Islamabad on 16th May when he had, welcomed the ceasefire between India and Pakistan. So also, S. J. Shankar, the Minister of External Affairs, thanked the government of the United Kingdom for the strong condemnation of the barbaric attack in Pahalgam in the Kashmir, and also for the solidarity and support to India in the fight against terrorism. So talking about India, also Malvika, S. J. Shankar said that India practices a policy of zero tolerance against terrorism and will expect the partners also to understand it and will never countenance perpetrators of evil being put at par with its victims. Yes, Malvika.
Well, thank you for sharing those details with us, Mehendi. In some other news, Union Home Minister Amit Shah reaches Madurai, Tamil Nadu. He will chair a meeting of the Tamil Nadu BJP State Core Committee in Madurai and will also interact with state, district and mandal level office bearers of the party. My colleague Belly Thomas is back with us on the broadcast. Belly, what can you tell us about the Home Minister's visit to Tamil Nadu and what is expected to come out of this visit?
Malvika, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has reached Madurai for his strategic outreach program for improving the BJP party's presence in the state is what we hear. The political analyst also observed that the Union Home Minister has plans to expand the NDA's presence in the southern part of the state is what we gather. So Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be holding meetings with the BJP leaders and members with the state and at the state level, the district level and the mandal levels, and there would be discussions as to how they would take forward the party's presence, especially with regards to the upcoming assembly elections in 2026. Last time in April, when Amit Shah had come to Tamil Nadu, it was to smoothen ties between the AIADMK and the BJP party as such, and there was an association or a kind of an alliance that was looking forward to, and this time around he is coming for the strategic outreach program that how BJP can expand its presence in Tamil Nadu. Malvika.
Well, thank you, Belly. In some other news, the all-party parliamentary delegation led by Congress MP Dr. Shashi Tharoor called on Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau and briefed him on the heinous terrorist attack in Pahalgam. They also discussed India's subsequent Operation Sindoor and put forth India's firm resolve to counter cross-border terrorism in all its forms. The Deputy Secretary reaffirmed the United States' strong support of India in the fight against terrorism. The two sides also had a wide-ranging conversation on the importance of strengthening bilateral relationship through advancing cooperation in areas of mutual interest. During the day, Dr. Tharoor interacted with various members of the American Press Corps. My colleague Aditya Vadhavan is joining us live for more on this story. Aditya, what can you tell us about Dr. Shashi Tharoor's current tour of the United States and the meetings that he has held with Christopher Landau, Deputy Secretary of State?
All-party parliamentary delegation led by Dr. Shashi Tharoor called on Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau and briefed him on the heinous terrorist attack in Pahalgam, discussed India's subsequent Operation Sindoor and put forth India's firm resolve to counter cross-border terrorism in all its forms. The Deputy Secretary reaffirmed the United States support of India in the fight against terrorism. The two sides have also had a wide-ranging conversation on the importance of strengthening bilateral relationships through advancing cooperation in areas of mutual interest. And during the day, Dr. Tharoor interacted with various members of the American Press Corps. So clearly, at this juncture, if you see, the United States stands firm with India and, united against terrorism, and now the world has recognized the fact that, Pakistan is an exporter of terrorism. It is an epicenter of global terrorism, and it needs to be called out for its sinister actions. Till date, Pakistan harbors UN designated terrorists like Hafiz Saeed, Zakiur Rahman, Lakwi and Saifullah on its soils, and it has become an open business to support terrorism in Pakistan. So at this juncture, clearly, Pakistan is cornered at the global stage, and the Pakistani delegation led by Bilawal Bhutto appeared very senseless, while they traveled to the United States and tried to propagate their lies. Yes, Malvika.
Well, stay with us, Aditya. We have some more updates coming in. The all-party delegation in Germany, meanwhile, engages with lawmakers, think tanks to highlight India's zero-tolerance stand on terrorism. Aditya is still with us. Aditya, what can you tell us about the delegation that is currently in Germany?
If you see, the delegation, that is in Germany has had productive talks with the German Foreign Ministry. The all-party delegation led by BJP MP Ravi Shankar Prasad to Germany met senior representatives from German government and think tanks to convey India's principled position of zero tolerance against terrorism and its strategy to tackle cross-border terrorism, especially in the light of dastardly terror attack in Pahalgam. The Indian embassy in Germany has said in a statement, during its first day of engagement in Berlin, the all-party delegation led by BJP MP Ravi Shankar Prasad met with senior representatives from German government and think tanks to convey India's principled position of zero tolerance against terrorism. And the delegation also briefed the German counterparts and interlocutors about Operation Sindhu, India's firm, precise, targeted and non-escalatory response to the terror attack. Yes, Malvika.
Well, thank you, Aditya. We have some more breaking news coming in. In a shocking incident from Delhi on June 7th at around 8:41 p.m., a call regarding the sexual assault of a minor girl was received at Dayalpur police station. Upon reaching the location, the police team found that a minor girl in an unconscious state had been taken to JPC hospital by her father, where she was declared dead on arrival. Prima facie, the attending doctors at the hospital observed visible injuries on her face and alleged sexual assault. Crime and FSL teams are currently inspecting the spot. A case has been registered under sections 103, 66 and 13 of the BNS as well as the POCSO Act. Teams have been deployed to collect the clues and arrest the accused at the earliest. My colleague Mehendi Garg is joining us live. Mehendi, another case of sexual assault coming out of Delhi. What can you tell us about this case where a minor girl has been now declared dead by the hospital with clear evidence of sexual assault and injuries on her body?
A very saddening incident happened yesterday at around 8:41 p.m. where a minor girl of around 9 years of age was sexually assaulted and then when taken to hospital was announced dead as well. So, a call regarding this particular sexual assault of this minor girl was received at the Dayalpur police station, and upon reaching the location as well, Malvika, the police team found that the minor girl was in an unconscious state, and her father took him to the JPC hospital along with the police officials, where she was declared dead on arrival. And the prima facie, the attending doctors at the hospital observed visible injuries on her face and also alleged sexual assault. So right now the matter is under investigation, Malvika, and the crime and FSL teams are currently inspecting the spot as well, and various cases have been registered under sections 103(1), 66, 13(2) of the BNS and also the POCSO Act on this incident, and the teams have been deployed to collect the clues and also to arrest accused at the earliest. So right now the matter is under investigation and the teams are on their foot, Malvika, to find out who was the assaulter and what exactly happened at the location. Yes, Malvika.
Well, stay with us, Mehendi. We have some more news coming in from Delhi. the process to deport 31 Bangladeshi nationals from Northeast District and around 66 Bangladeshi nationals from Northwest District who were living illegally in India has been initiated by the Delhi police. The process started today after they were brought to Foreigners Regional Registration Office in RK Puram. Mehendi is still with us on the broadcast. Mehendi, I'm sorry, my colleague Arzu Seth is now joining us on the broadcast for more on this story. Arzu, the crackdown against illegal Bangladeshi immigrants continues in Delhi. What can you tell us?
Well, definitely, in a significant crackdown on the illegal immigration, the Delhi police has initiated the deportation process for a total of 97 Bangladeshi nationals who were found to be living illegally in the city. Also, according to the official sources, this includes 31 individuals from the Northeast District and also 66 from the Northwest District, and the operation was carried out as part of an ongoing efforts to identify and act against the foreign nationals residing in India without any valid documentation or permits. Also, after thorough verification of their identities and immigration status, the individual was sent, detained and transported to the Foreigners Regional Registration Office, FRRO, located in the RK Puram, Delhi, and also in coordination, FRRO in coordination with the immigration authorities and the Ministry of Home Affairs have begun the formal deportation procedure as per legal and diplomatic protocols, and these steps include confirming their Bangladeshi citizenship, preparing necessary travel documents and coordinating with the Bangladesh High Commission in India. So now, after they have been detained, they have been arrested. Now, deportation procedure are on, in process as per the legal and democratic protocols. Yes.
Well, thank you, Arzu. Meanwhile, in view of rising pollution levels, the Commission for Air Quality Management has enforced Stage 1 of the Graded Response Action Plan in Delhi-NCR with immediate effect. On June 7th, Delhi's air quality index was recorded at 206, which falls under the poor category. But this is, of course, nothing new for most of us, especially Delhiites, who struggle with this year after year. My colleague Mehendi Garg is with us on the broadcast. Mehendi, once again, the Graded Response Action Plan has been initiated in Delhi. Pollution levels continue to rise. Please take us through the details.
Right now, in view of rising pollution levels, the Commission for Air Quality Management, as in the CAQM, has once again enforced Stage 1 of the Graded Response Action Plan, as in the GRAP 1 in Delhi-NCR with immediate effect. And, a letter has also been made official in which it has mentioned that how the implementation of actions under Stage 1 have been implemented with immediate effect because of the poor air quality, and, also the actions that have been taken under this particular Stage 1 of the extent GRAP shall be implemented, monitored, and also reviewed by all the agencies concerned in the entire NCR to, ensure that the AQI levels do not slip further. And all the agencies have also been told to, required to take note of various actions and the targeted timelines as envisaged in the comprehensive policy issued by the Commission to curb air pollution in the NCR, and also Malvika take appropriate actions according in the field, particularly the dust mitigation measures in Delhi-NCR. Today Delhi's air quality index was recorded at 209. So it comes under the poor category, due to which the GRAP 1 has been, imposed in the national capital once again. Yes, Malvika.
Well, thank you, Mehendi. That's all for this bulletin. We'll slip into a short break.